when he's nervous. That's the coping skill. Because it's either that or run away. So we have to proof the commands, the stay commands, with two different things. I mean, we've talked about this before. Two different types of triggers. One that the dog's excited for, so a trigger that makes him want to leave his command because he wants to go up to it, like a person, a place, or a thing, maybe. Other dogs, who knows, whatever gets them excited, food. The other one is what spooks them. So if they get spooked and they go, bye-bye, out of their command, that's not good. Especially if we're on a street corner and a bus backfires and our dog hops 10 feet that way into the road, right? So we're teaching the dog that just like when you startle, stay in your command. You can startle, that's fine, but stay in your command. And what it actually teaches the dog is nothing's gonna harm you. Because he literally, if I go to move this vacuum towards him and he goes, whoa, and walks out of the way, he's gonna think that going out of the way kept him safe. So I better move out of the way again next time. By me saying don't move, and then I'm coming in here and doing something scary next to him, it makes him realize over time that it was never gonna touch him, right? He's got a lot of little holes like that, like he spooks easy. So that's why we're going through this. And he doesn't just like startle, he'll startle and run away, right? So he won't run away completely, but he'll run 5-10 feet away and then look at what happened, and that's not good with our commands. That's good, that I like. I feel like before we did training, he'd be in the other room. It's not good. Like again, a bus backfires and your dog, whoa, and then it's gone. It's just not good. Good, so we teach him the coping skill. Good boy, which is, you know, stay in your state. So he'll actually, he was in a sit and he actually put himself in a down because for him, that's easier. So he uses that to help him get through the situation, and he's realizing every time that he uses this skill, I say good job versus running away, right? That's a good boy, very nicely done. Okay, that's the basic concept. Different type of trigger. This pulls him towards, he wants to go after it, right? This could be the kids, this could be the other dog in the house, this could be a cat, this could be an open door. It's a trigger to get him to want to leave his command and then go and up to it or out of it or wherever he's headed. But he's leaving. So when you're proofing your commands, make sure you use things that entice your dog to want to leave the command because they want to go have fun, and make sure you do it with the thing that's forgotten about, which is the startle, the spook. Drop a dog bowl behind them, and if they jump up and run into the other room, they're not ready to go on the streets of the city yet because, well, they are, you can, it's just going to be a pain in the ass if something does happen. You have that hole where if that happens and your dog startles and they, then it's a little bit of a mess, okay? Not reliable, we need reliability. So he's learning when I'm startled, that's what I liked about what he did when he put his head down here. I was startling him when I was moving this vacuum back and forth like this, and you've seen him, I didn't even click on the collar. I could have to encourage it, but he did it by himself. He put himself in that double down, knowing that that's the way out. There's not going to be a correction, and this will soon be over, whatever it is. You know, it could be his nails. We're going to get to his nails too. It could be something he doesn't like. He just knows to wait, be patient, and trust that I'm not going to harm him. And I put him there, so I know that he's not going to be harmed. He's got to trust me, right? Okay, so we're building that trust. So here's the thing. This is where what spins people's heads around. He's in a down. He spooks. He runs out of his down. We correct him for breaking his command. But he was scared. Yeah, I understand that. That's if you have this moral issue, right? But what if I'm trying to create a dog who's reliable? Now I have a dog that can get startled and has a coping skill to stay in their stay command rather than running away and potentially getting hit by a car, causing, at the very least, stress, you know? Like again, I see it on a city street. If a dog, and I've had it happen to me with board and trained dogs where they spook because of the brakes come on a truck and it's like, and then you see the dog just completely out of control, just gone. If I didn't have a leash on it, it'd be gone. And so that's why, because we need to teach the dog that when they're in a stationary, sit down in place, that even if they're scared, they have to stay there. Now it's my responsibility not to put him in a situation where he actually would have to move, you know? And here's the truth. If somebody was going to hit him with a shopping cart and they're coming dead at him, he'd probably move. He's not that dumb, but he understands, just like if you get a little spooked because you hear something behind you, like this, don't shoot across the room, right? Just stay in your down, good job. Okay, so that's why we got to proof that. If we forget to proof that part because it's not as fun, then we have holes in our training. And if our training is our ship, if there's holes in it, The more holes, the quicker it's gonna sink, okay? So we're going through and finding his holes and plugging them up so we can float, all right? And make it nice and safely to wherever we're going without many issues, okay? Great, you did amazing. I know that was scary. It was so good. Now we did it in the training room first. This is like our practice room. Then we developed a skill here and teach him how to use it. He's really getting it. But now it has to be done out in the city. Well, he'll be going to Frederick and stuff like that. Or just out in town, you know, we'll bring him to a gas station. And all this will happen. There'll be things that spook him on the streets, you know. There'll be things that make him want to go and interact with them. And he'll learn that when he's in his stationary command, like his down, that he'll just be passive and just watch the world around him. Okay, good job. You're doing good. It's good.